along the way of always staying with this type of practice, I also realized that the state of mind, the way how when you walk out on the street, when you're surrounded by a huge crowd, or when some stressful situations come up, it's also changing something about yourself on the inside. So, and this was the point where I also realized, let's say, that the way how I, let's say, perceived the things around me was thanks to all the physical practices that I did before. And what we nowadays, let's say from the modern science, know is that there are so-called psychosomatic issues, psychosomatic problems. Meaning the way, if you have a trauma, if you are cultivating something inside of yourself, you keep it for too long time, you suppress it, you suppress your emotions, you suppress your feelings. All of this can lead to the fact that maybe your physical body is starting to show some signs of, some signs of conflict, some signs of sickness, or some signs of not feeling well. And so the key point, and why I'm also trying now since almost 10 years or even longer, what I try to bring a little bit out to the people is that idea. In the moment where we take more care, more conscious care of our own body, we can at the same time simultaneously also access what we humans nowadays call our mind, our thoughts, our emotions, our feeling, meaning this inside world. Inside world, meaning it is right now, even if you're sitting right opposite of me, I can see your body. I can see the reactions of your body, all of this. What I cannot see is what is going on in your inside world right now. Of course, you are influenced by the way how our parents are teaching us, by the kindergarten, by the teachers, by the government. All of this, of course, is influencing us. Just along this journey, along yourself as a human walking this way, the question is if you are sometimes starting to actually observe yourself. Observing yourself means that in our tradition, we say there are no coincidences. In our tradition, what we in the traditional language speak about is, it's called karma. Many people maybe heard this word already. But karma just means if you want one day to have an orange tree somewhere in the past, you must plant the seed for that orange tree to grow. If you want an apple tree, you need to plant the apple seed. In this world, it just doesn't happen that we are planting apple seed and get orange tree. This is not happening. So that also means now in regards to us humans, if right now, 2023, I'm unhappy with many circumstances in my life, with my body, with my habits that I have, it's not coming from nowhere. It's not coming from coincidence. It is coming from all of the things that I have done in the past. So the first observation is first of all to just look at yourself sometimes and take this status quo. How do I feel right now? Where do you see like your areas where you could still improve yourself? And then try to relate this to everything that happened in the past, to your behavior in the past, to your thinking patterns in the past. And just based on this type of observing yourself, taking a moment and watch yourself. What are you talking? What are you thinking? What are you saying? How are you behaving? Just based on that. Normally, if you watch carefully enough, you will already start to build up a connection between the past and who you are right now. So you start to actually realize that you are exactly where you have to be right now. It couldn't have been different regarding the past that you have. It couldn't be any different. The good news right now is the future is not here yet. But what is the logical consequence? Let's say it like this. The past brought you to the present. And so all the actions from this day on, what you are thinking, what you are saying, what you are doing, the way how you are behaving, all of this is going to build up the future version of yourself. So who you are going to be in 2024, 25 is all dependent on what from today on you're going to do. And that this type of just observing yourself, realizing that there is this connection, again places some type of power back into your hands. And now comes the second maybe big area. It is the feeling sometimes that you think that you don't have your life in your hands because there are too many external influences that are like, let's say, influencing us. The decisions of the government, the policies that they are bringing out, the development in the world, the colleagues at the work, everybody, your wife, your husband, whoever, they all influence you. But if that is the case, I would just ask myself the following question. If the way how you feel about yourself walking through daily life, if you're not satisfied with it and you want to change something about it, there are now two ways. Either you take it into your hands, or you try to change all these external stimuli, all these external influences, to adjust them in such a way that they are going to behave in the way how you expect them to behave. So the colleagues should be exactly how you imagine your colleagues to be. The government should bring out exactly the policies that you want them to bring out. The world is going to develop exactly the way how you imagine it should happen. And now I just ask you, which of these two ways, changing yourself or trying to change the outside world, which of these two ways do people think is the more realistic one?
Yourself.
So that's the bottom line. Very simple. The realization, of course, it's natural. If you don't think about exactly this type of thinking, of course, it's normal that we are being influenced by external things. Until you realize there is no way that you could ever change all of this on the outside.